This is Focus Washington. I'm Chuck Anconi, and my special guest today is a man who understands crisis communications. Don Goldberg, who once worked at the Clinton White House in crisis communications, a place where you must have really learned your trade. Welcome here.
Thanks, Chuck. Glad to be back here again.
Well, it's nice to have you, but I've been thinking a lot in the last couple of weeks since the Obama administration has begun. This guy has had no honeymoon, has he? I mean, what has happened there?
Boy, I'm not sure that anybody has honeymoons anymore. I think that may just be a myth that's not there. I think to some degree the Republicans who are trying to find their way back out of the wilderness have decided they need to flex their muscles, they need to stick together and stand for something. And that's been a problem for Obama getting his stimulus package through, notwithstanding the results of the elections.
Well, he's going out on the road now to try to see, obviously, if he can convince the American public, I suppose like Woodrow Wilson didn't do much better with the League of Nations. But will that be successful? Would you recommend that's a good idea on how to pass the stimulus package?
Yeah, I'm not sure it'll have a lot of impact on passing the stimulus package, but I think for the public perception, it will help build the support that he needs. I think a mistake that this White House and the Clinton White House before it made with its big health care bill is if you've got a big complicated piece of legislation, ram it through, use the strength that you have. The longer it sits out there, the more people pick it apart. You don't build support with time, you lose support because your adversaries can find little provisions they don't like and they can get some public attention for those. And that, I think, has been a problem for the Obama White House.
But isn't that what the Republican leadership is saying, that it was rammed down their throats by Nancy Pelosi and the House Democrats who say, we won, it doesn't matter?
Yeah, it's tricky. You come in, you want to play a different game and be bipartisan, but at the end of the day, you got to govern. And if you have to govern, you govern from strength. And when you have strength, you've got to leverage it. And that means you push through packages. You don't negotiate on individual items. You negotiate individual items from a position of weakness. From a position of strength, you put your agenda through.
So all the things he did on having meetings with the conservative Republican leadership and conservative columnists didn't help at all?
It doesn't appear. Certainly in the House, he gave up tax cuts and he got nothing for it. If you're going to give up tax cuts, which is not something the Democrats want, you better get some votes out of it. I don't understand that negotiation tactic to save my life on the part of the White House. In the Senate, it appears that they've been able to pick up a total of 3 Republican votes. That's what they need. They should have gotten those from the beginning, and they should just put this package through as quick as they can.
Changing a little bit now, he lost Tom Daschle, who would have been head of this whole big Medicaid, Medicare, health plan.
A huge loss.
Huge loss. But I mean, what should he have done to prevent that, or was there a way to prevent that?
That's a great question. I know you know Tom very well. I've met him. I'm very fond of him. I've watched him over the years. A huge loss. However, you can't come to Washington and say, I'm going to change the tone of things, I'm going to have an ethical administration, and have a top official who not only didn't pay taxes, but didn't pay taxes on having an around-the-clock chauffeur and made huge amounts of money after public service. The trifecta there just doesn't sit well with the public. I'm surprised that somebody in the White House vetting system didn't see this early on and say, we can't have 2 standards here, we've got to move on. Damage control in politics, this is one of the first rules you lose. Sure. If you're going to cave early. You don't get anything for dragging it on. Nobody thanks you for putting up a good fight when you cave. And I don't understand, because the people at the White House should know that lesson. My guess is because Tom Daschle was such an early supporter and a close supporter, close friend of Obama's, that was a hard decision to come to. It should have been done much sooner.
I think so. I mean, it seemed to me it happened pretty quickly, but not soon enough.
Quickly because in the morning they were saying he's okay, in the afternoon he was gone.
He's gone, yeah.
But clearly somebody on the vetting team knew he had this tax issue many weeks before, and that should have been a big red flag.
One quick question before we finish up here, but what would you recommend to this administration to straighten things out, to get more on track? Because they seem off track right now.
I think that they're doing what they need to do. They need to get the stimulus package through and get that behind them. I think they need to take responsibility, which they have, for the appointment issues. I think that takes it off the table when the president says, I take responsibility, I messed up. That's something we never heard of from the previous administration over 8 years. And it does a lot to get the press to move on to the next issue. So I think they're doing what they need to do. They're making some amateurish mistakes, which are hard for people like us to understand because they have pros there. I'll give you another example. Hasn't really been reported much. When they stated their intention to nominate Judd Gregg for the Commerce Secretary spot that had been passed because of the Richardson issue, They didn't take into consideration that the Latino community in the United States and the African American community in the United States was going to be very upset about that because he's been such an opponent on census issues for them. And of course, the Commerce Department oversees census.
That's a tough issue.
So they didn't consult with the right people and sort of make sure that was clear, and they got beat up for that. What was their response? The response was, well, we're going to run the census from the White House. That'll take care of that issue. Well, surprise, all the purists, the Republicans, of course, as well, went nuts and said, this is the most nonpartisan thing you can have, the census. This is constitutional. You can't put that in the White House. So they created an issue for themselves over the appointment of Greg, and then they dug themselves in deeper in their way of trying to amateurishly get themselves out of it. Those are the kind of mistakes you cannot afford to make anytime in your presidency, but certainly not in the first few months.
Don Goldberg, thank you for being here. This is Chuck Conconi, and this has been Focus Washington.
Thank you.